Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you happen to be. Where am I? Actually, yeah, where am I? There I am. Hello, everyone. Look, with my little sweet peas behind me, picked from my garden yesterday. They're gorgeous. They smell heavenly. I'm not sure they're doing my hay fever any good, but hey, we have them for such a short period of time. I'm going to absolutely make the most of them. So, I'm so excited today, ridiculously excited. And what on earth am I excited about? Well, what I'm excited about is finally my Flip Your Limiting Beliefs course is live. It's available. This has been a long project for me for a number of reasons. Normal kind of introvert resistance, I guess. So a bit of lurking on my part, thinking, oh, I'll get round to it. Does anyone really want it anyway? And then the more people who are commenting, they'll realize there are a lot of people who are looking for a course like this. And it was time I got round to it. But of course, I've been really busy with delivery. So trying to squeeze it in evenings and weekends has been quite a chore. But last night, just past midnight, I got the final video loaded into Member Vault for the course. So everything's there. I turned on the live page on my website. So on my new website, it no longer says join the waitlist. It says more info. So it takes you onto a proper page that tells you about it, and then you can buy from there. So it is live, finally. And I'm relieved. All I need to do now, and what I'm working on, literally, I was a bit late joining actually, because the last thing I was doing was putting together the email for people who have joined or downloaded my Mastering Meetings guide, my Mid-Career Introverts Guide to Mastering Meetings, because the people who've got that guide get first dibs, but special reduced rate. So if you're interested in the course and interested in a special reduced rate, download the Mastering Meetings guide, because that'll get you in at a reduced rate, and it's less than half price. So it's a brilliant reduction. So I'm so thrilled with it. And I, of course, worked through it myself to make sure that it was going to deliver what I promised. And, you know, we have limiting beliefs that bubble up all the time. We think we've dealt with them, and then another one comes in and catches us out. So it was lovely for me to be able to work through some of my own. The ones I've shared as examples are not my current limiting beliefs. I might share those with you. In fact, I might put on a Q&A call for people who are doing taking the course at some point, and then I'll share with you my latest limiting beliefs. Isn't it annoying though? You think you've got them all sorted, and then up pops another one. And the latest one that popped up for me was around my ability to get all the moving parts working. And I went into a little tiz around, I don't understand this technology. And of course I do. And, you know, I keep forgetting that I was writing little computer programs when computers were big boxes on our desk, where I used to have to go into a special room at lunchtime to back up everybody's systems. So I'm not inexperienced or without skills and knowledge when it comes to this. But of course, things have moved on so fast that I tend to forget about the skills and knowledge I do have. And that's why that Flip Your Limiting Beliefs program is so good, because as a new one bubbles up, you take it through the process. And one of my best questions in there is around what's possibly absurd about this belief. Great question, because that's the point at which you get to laugh at yourself. And I've got to laugh at myself. I have a little card in a frame on the wall here, which is, I thought it was Helen Keller, but it's actually a G.K. Chesterton quote that says, Angels can fly because they take themselves lightly. So it is with our limiting beliefs. When we take ourselves lightly, we get to fly. We get to flourish in ways that we hadn't anticipated. But when we hang on to those limiting beliefs and get really stuck and kind of take them really seriously, then what do? We anchor ourselves into into almost concrete in a way. We're not free to fly. We're not free in any way at all. So I loved putting together the process. And for those of you who end up taking the course, I hope you love it too. And do let me know when you take the course. And remember, if you signed up for the Mastering Meetings Guide, you get more than 50% discount. In fact, if I work it out, I think it's probably about a 60% discount. I ought to work it out because that's a good thing to comment on, actually, isn't it? So expect an email in your inbox relatively soon, hopefully by the end of today, if not tomorrow, that will just be inviting you to take a look and inviting you to see if it's something you need to do. If you know you hold yourself back in some way, if you hear those annoying little messages of, you can't do that, you couldn't say that, you couldn't do that, no, you're not ready for that, then chances are that's your limiting beliefs being fed in part by your inner critic. So that's another thing we need to address. So I'm really excited. I'm also excited because I was in the office this morning delivering some training, which went stupendously well, I have to say. I don't often say that, but I can and did. And because it's so beautiful, and I mean so beautiful here today, it's well into the 20s today, and the sun is shining, the sky is blue, there's a gorgeous soft breeze that I can see rippling through our neighbour's willow tree. I've come home. I've got things that I'm doing this afternoon, but I can just as easily work from home. So if you can hear birds in the background, it's because I've got the window open and it's just absolutely glorious, and it's going to get warmer. Oh, hello, Carrie. Yeah, she's waiting but forgot to refresh my page. Never mind, Carrie. We're almost done, sadly, but I know you'll watch on catch up anyway. I was just talking about how glorious the weather is here. It's well into the 20s, blue sky, sunshine, tiny little clouds, nothing ominous, and a soft breeze blowing through the willow. So I hope the weather is now into spring and early summer for you, Carrie, because I know it arrives with you a tad later than it does here. So I hope you're enjoying some good weather. So keep your eye on your inbox for that invitation to flip your limiting beliefs. Oh, it's perfect. Lovely. I like the sound of that. Keep your eye on your inbox to watch out for that email from me on Flip Your Limiting Beliefs. And if anyone wants to have a conversation with me before you make a commitment, even though the commitment itself is only quite small monetarily, in time-wise, it might be something that perhaps you want to talk to me about beforehand. So you're very welcome to drop me an email, and I'll very happily answer any questions you have, and even jump on a call if that will help. So I wish you a glorious rest of Tuesday. I've got a lovely afternoon coming up because I'm being interviewed by a great business colleague and mentor of mine, Sarah Price, who runs Actually. If you haven't come across Sarah's work, go find it now. Sarah Price, Actually, and just amazed at the work she's doing. Anyway, she's interviewing me, so I'm looking forward to that. So I'm going to go downstairs, make myself a cuppa and of summer tea. I've decided what I'm having. I'm having summer tea, and I'm going to bring it back up here, ready for my lovely conversation with Sarah. Thank you for joining me. I can see a few people here, so thank you for joining me. And if you're watching in the end on replay, then #replay. Let me know what you think about the limiting beliefs thing. Do you know you've got limiting beliefs that are holding you back? Very few people don't have them, but sometimes they don't want to look, are afraid to look somehow, but the reality is that'll be costing you more than it's actually benefiting you. So look forward to seeing you next week. I think I'm here next week. I couldn't make last week. I was out and about and busy, but I hope I'm with you next week. And as it said in the promo for this show, not only am I Lurker turned Liberator, but I'm a very sassy Liberator right now. And long may that continue. Thanks all.